is definitely thinking about going. And I agree. Why not?
Doesn't go. Ball strike. And it's 0-1.
Don't forget, all the way back in the first inning when Jeff Mathis threw a perfect strike to second base to get to Denard Span. So good arm behind the plate for the Marlins.
Nats have left 5 men on base. They've out-hit the Marlins 5-3. All the hits in the game, as we've said, singles. There goes Bernardina. Pitch taken for a ball. The throw to second, not in time. And Bernardina has his 3rd stolen base of the year. And the Nationals have a runner in scoring position with 2 out.
Pretty good jump by Bernardina. Maybe a little false step there. You see the peek in. Good throw from Mathis to make it this close. But a high tag. Webb wants a call and not going to get it. Big stolen base right there for Bernardina. 2 outs.
And the count 1-1 to Span. Nationals trying to get something going with runners in scoring position. Last night 1 for 9. And tonight so far 0 for 4. But they've got a chance here to get an insurance run here in the top of the 7th inning.
It'd be fun to watch as a hard hit ball to center field for a hit. And watch Ozuna come up throwing to get the speedy Bernardina at home.
You read the script.
I did. It'd be great. I want to see it.
1-1, foul ball out to left field. So Ryan Webb in relief of Jose Fernandez. Trying to keep the Marlins to within a run here in the 7th inning. Got the first 2 outs on line drives, and then the pinch hitter Bernardina singled sharply up the middle and stole second. Now it's 1-2 to Span. That's the Nationals' difficulties with runners in scoring position so far. And that pitch rides low and inside. 2-2.
And Span, a hitter not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. Jose Fernandez, a pitcher not afraid to throw with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and Span goes down looking as the Nationals leave another runner in scoring position. They're now 1 for 14, but they lead in the game 1-0.
Revere is 1 for 2. An RBI single his first time up. Grounded out his last time. Shows bunt. Not a bad idea. And it's 1-0.
Webb's a good guy to bunt on because he throws a lot of sinkers.
On the inside corner, 1-2. There's a lot of balls you have to look out for in the dugout. Be on your toes. That one went into the Marlins dugout. You really didn't have to be on your toes for it.
That's a bare hand play.
Pretty softly hit. But he stays alive. Ooh. Knocked him off balance a little bit.
We won't dive too much after that one, that's for sure. Whoa, look out. That's shoulder high. The Nolan Ryan used to call a bow tie. Love that expression, especially from him.
It is Southern drawl.
Give that boy a bow tie.
3-2. So Revere has it full. Phillies up by 3. Last night they were able to add on some runs late in the ball game. In the bottom half of the 8th inning, here in the bottom of the 7th. Revere trying to get on. He shoots it foul, and it remains 3-2.
Ryan Webb's a Pinellas County guy. That's Clearwater area. Father pitching the major leagues, Hank Webb.
Now time is called. Brentley's going to go out and talk to Webb. Webb was acquired from the San Diego Padres. It was a good trade for the Marlins at the time. They were adding some pieces to their bullpen. But with all the changes that they've had the last couple of years, he was a piece of the foundation last year. And this year, well, with all the changes, it doesn't have the same kind of effect to have him, a sinker baller with some power in his arm late in the game.
They get Mojica in that trade too.
Yeah. And a called strike 3. Paints on the inside part of the plate. Away here in the bottom of the 7th. Now the Philly Fanatic with all of its personality.
Their 6th, Ryan Webb relieves a very effective A.J. Ramos.
Now, Webb's been a pretty good, effective pitcher from time to time in his major league career. Originally with the Padres, he came over from the Padres in the Cameron Maybin deal. 7th time overall that Webb has taken the mound. He's got some control problems, though. He's only pitched 7 innings and he's walked 6 batters. So the Reds might be a little patient at the plate with Mr. Webb and see if he can't cause himself with some of his own problems.
Brantley remains in the game as the catcher for the Marlins. He took over as a pinch runner for Miguel Olivo after Olivo had the hit in the 10th. Here's Rob Brantley. Started in the catcher spot the first 2 games of this series. Now here's Chris Heisey against Ryan Webb to start the bottom of the 10th. Heisey on the afternoon, a hit and 4. First pitch strike, then Mesoraco, and then Jack Hanahan, who took over at third base for Frazier as part of the double switch when LeCure came in. Two quick strikes taken by Heisey. Two in the bottom of the 10th. And a swing and a miss.
Boy, talk about a mismatch right there.
4 straight strikeouts of Reds hitters by Marlins pitching. 10 strikeouts on the day.
But if you saw that little grouping of where those pitches were in this at bat to Chris Heisey, I mean, he has just nicked the bottom of the strike zone right on the outside corner.
Ryan Webb enters. Those aren't bad numbers, except for the fact that Ryan Webb got off to a great start. And through May 21st, he was one of the best in the league in terms of numbers. But since then, he has a 7.15 ERA and a 4.31 average against him in 14 appearances since May 21st. And they need a double play to try to cut into this inning. Sinker slider guy. But a mid-90s fastball to go with his slider.
And look at what the Braves have done, Joe, this year with the bases loaded this season.
4 grand slams as a team. That's tied with the Mariners and one other team.
Boston and Seattle.
And Boston.
So let's see what Uggla can do here in a tie game.
need to bust this one wide open. Braves had a run in and a runner at third, nobody out in the fourth, and couldn't get that guy in. Now that the Fish have tied it up, bases loaded, nobody out, they need to have a big inning.
Little low, evens the count. Dan has seen Webb quite a bit. 2 hits and 11 tries in his career.
But they're counting on a ground ball here, Chip. They got the infield back, hoping for a chance to turn a double play up the middle and concede 1 run. Ground ball to Morrison, he'll come home.
That's off the plate. Rolled, foul at third. Upton will head back to third. Freeman to second. McCann to first, and Uggla to the plate with a 1-2 count. Breaking ball, strike 3. A perfect pitch.
Looked like it. Yeah, looked like a good call.
He hit enough of them. They'll be coming up with some kind of little gyration or something. Couldn't get away with that back in the day, however. But, hey, today's game, they like doing it, so enjoy the ride.
Well, it's the 6th time this year the Phillies have gone back-to-back in home runs. Kohler goes 5+, allows 7 hits and 5 runs. And now Webb, who doesn't allow a lot of home runs, just allowed a solo shot to give the Phillies a 4-run lead. And there's still nobody out.
It's got to make him feel good. Finally pulling one with some authority and getting it out of here. Stayed on it. Just like I was saying, you need a couple of guys to get hot like that. Then it can be happy days all over again. Kyle Kendrick enjoying those runs right now. He had a little bit to do with it himself, by the way.
Yeah, I would think what he did helped loosen guys up a little bit too.
Well,
because they were laughing, you know, they were up on the bench.
A lot easier to play when you're relaxed.
On the Toyota Major League scoreboard, Jason Hayward's hit a 2-run home run. The Braves now lead the Pirates 6-1 in a game where Clint Hurdle was ejected earlier. Pirates had a 1-0 lead in that ball game. Kratz is down on strikes, and there is one away here in the 6th.
Well, not a very good swing. Know what he was looking for. Obviously not that one.
Galvis 1 for 2. He struck out his last time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Glad Snicks has come out on deck. Down the right field line out of play, and it's 0-2 to Galvis. Phillies will start their series tomorrow against the Brewers. Tyler Cloyd will start that game for Milwaukee, or for the Phillies, and Willie Peralta will start for the Phillies. for the Brewers. I'll get it right.
I know what you meant.
Cloyd for the Phillies, Peralta for the Brewers.
Peralta pitched well in that game. Pitched here at Citizens Bank Park. Good arm.
Cliff Lee pitches Friday. Figueroa pitches for the Brewers.
And they are undetermined now on Saturday because they had to put Estrada on the disabled list, who was a scheduled starter for Saturday. So they have the TBA work
against Kyle Kendrick, and then Sunday it'll be Jonathan Pettibone. Swing and a miss, and Galvis is rung up. And there are 2 outs. Max Nix will pinch hit. Well, here you go, the upcoming road trip for the Phillies. 4 against the Brewers. Off day on Monday in Minnesota. And then 3.
Now looking at those same numbers for Bruce, we said Phillips with runners on base 395. Bruce with runners on 281. In this game, 1 for 4 with a walk. Well, I said back in the 9th, great spot for his first home run of the year. Same thing here.
Well, let's hope one of these innings you're right.
Bound to be, I guess.
Won't be so sure. I'm not talking about Jay Bruce. I'm talking about you being right. I think you're about due, though.
I'm going to run into one.
There you go. That's what I like. It would be a good time. I think there's a lot of fans here that would agree with you.
Jay's thinking the same thing. He'd love to run into one right
Especially
here.
Those sitting in the shade.
2-0 to Bruce.
Good hitting count right here. Get something you can drive. And that's a good 2-0 pitch. A changeup on the corner.
Boy, in the lower part of the strike zone right there. 2-1. Turris is on deck to bat for LeCure. Swing and a miss.
Boy, looking for a fastball. Got another changeup.
Check that, Paul, rather than this Turris. Paul is on deck. Should Bruce keep this inning going? Two and two to Bruce. Now the Reds get the benefit of Votto on the move here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Ryan Webb against Jay Bruce. There goes Votto. Swing and a miss. Bruce strikes out for the 3rd time today and will progress to the 12th.
Certainly, I'm sure aware of the purge of talent, the big names that were with the club last year. They didn't get the results they wanted, shipped most of them off to Toronto. Mike Redmond taking over the managerial position at 42 years old just now, and his first year as a big league manager. He ends up dealing with a team right now, Mark, as you mentioned, that is having a ton of trouble scoring, has yet to score 100 runs this season, worst in the league in that department. But their pitching's been right there, middle of the pack. Middle of the National League. It's starter earned run average, bullpen earned run average at a 4.17. Said they're playing close ball games. Just can't turn the corner.
Yep. Can't come up with a big hit. Well, it's kind of weird. Tsunami is still out on the bench there.
Chase Headley takes off first pitch running, and he gets gunned down by Olivo. Maybe trying to take everybody by surprise and see if he can lull Ryan Webb to sleep. It did not happen. Webb and Olivo on the same page here.
Oh, Olivo has thrown out a third of the runners, 33%. That's about the big league average. Oh, Chase Headley didn't like the call. Looks like he got tagged on the calf. Kind of tough to tell. Oh, yeah, looks like he got him, huh?
Very close. Chase will make things happen. Steal you 15, 20 bags a year. 20 last year. And that ends a streak of 19 straight swipes by the Padres. Pretty good run.
Did you notice also how Chase slid in the pop-up slide? Not hands first, head first.
And Jerko strikeout Fanning at the Webb breaking ball. And that'll do it for the Padres in the 5th.
Third hit. See if he can score again here in the 7th.
Joe Mauer going through a terrible slump. He's 0 for 5 with 3 walks in the last 3 games.
Yeah, after that 10-game hitting streak where he hit about 800.
A couple of choppers, 1 to first and a 1-hopper back to the mound and a walk in his first plate appearance. 1 strike. There goes Dozier, and Mauer with a big swing. He got a pitch up and he fouled it straight back.
Well, Dozier got a pretty good jump right there, but Joe tough to lay off that high fastball, and Joe fouled it straight back. I don't think a hit and run was put on right there, but I think Dozier just thought he got a good jump.
Ron Gardner addressed the hit and run situation with Mauer at the plate a few days ago. He said he doesn't put it on with Mauer at the plate because if Mauer's too good of a hitter, you just let him swing away. Chances are he's going to get a hit. The runner takes off. Maybe instead of first and second, you get first and third. Maybe with a double, you drive him in. 2 strikes. And Mauer swings through another fastball or a breaking pitch.
Yeah, hard breaking ball there from Webb. Webb starting his 2nd inning of relief. And Webb picking up his first strikeout.
Of the 8th. Ryan Webb enters the lineup in the 7 spot.
You look at the numbers on Ryan Webb, who makes his 4th appearance of the year. The one that stands out in his 5 1/3 innings, 5 walks, no strikeouts. So he hasn't had that consistent command. Needs to have it right here with 2 outs. Needs to get a big out.
Franzen with a couple of pinch hits already this year. Webb, of course, the good 2-seamers. And a beauty there. The bottom fell out of that one. It's 0-1. He's thrown 2 perfect pitches for Ryan Webb. Sinkers that start at the knees and end up down by the plate.
He's thrown a couple of those, what they like to refer to as bowling ball sinkers. They're heavy.
Franzen gets a piece. Familiar script for Miami. Great starting pitching. No runs. Breaking ball in the dirt. Olivo digs it out, tags him out. And terrific job by Webb to come in, get the last out of the top of the 8th to the bottom of the 8th in Miami in a 1-1 game.
Are sitting atop the majors with 15 pinch hits at 13 runs batted in. Lance has 7 of those pinch hits and 2 pinch hit home runs. threw him an off-speed pitch, and it's 0-2. Webb would help a winning ball club. A guy that could pitch the 6th or 7th inning, maybe even the 8th inning as he gets a little more experience.
Yeah, and he keeps the ball down. That's what he is. He's a sinker, slider, changeup type guy.
Did Knicks go? They appeal. Yes, he did, says Eric Cooper. And that'll do it for the bottom of the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, 1 man left. We go to the top of the 9th. It is a safe situation for Jonathan Papelbon.
Matt Kemp grounded into a force play in the 1st inning. Single sharply to right in the 3rd. Fly deep to center about 390 feet for the out. And then last time up grounded to 3rd. So Matt hitting .271. His base hit in the 3rd inning has extended his streak to 10 straight. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Webb is in his 14th game. There was a report in the Sun Sentinel, the Florida paper, that he'll get a bonus if he makes 67 appearances. Got a long way to go. 0-2. Slider, they check. No swing. They refer to that kind of as a slurvy curve. He had that sharp break of a slider to it. 1-2 the count. So down goes Matt. Down go the Dodgers. And we are heading for the 9th inning. 7-1 Dodgers.
Here's Nick Hundley. And if you are just joining us, expecting to see Chula Vista native Alex Sanabia throwing for the Marlins, he left the game last inning. Still waiting for word as to why, and Ryan Webb in the ball game now for the Marlins. Padres up 4-1. We keep an ear to the ground for you in the Marlins clubhouse, and again, no word yet on what seemed to be the trouble with Sanabia.
Oh, he had a hanger there.
Big win by the Padres yesterday and a loss by the Dodgers. And fans, this has got to bring a smile to your face when you see the Padres now leapfrogging the Dodgers. 4th place in the National League West. Colorado still surprising some people, perhaps. San Francisco right where many thought they might be. 19-13 atop the NL West. And another strikeout for Webb. That one not making Nick Hundley a believer. Take another look at it.
Well, that's a slider. He wanted it down and away, but Miguel Olivo does a nice job of framing that. That looked on that second look looked like a strike.
So Webb's faced 3 Padres and has recorded 3 strikeouts.
For Eovaldi, the last time he pitched, remember, the bullpen could not pick him up. He left with a lead. That was the comeback by the Cardinals that featured the Matt Adams pinch hit 2-run homer.
Yeah, that was with 2 strikes on him. Fastball that Dunn did not put in the location he wanted. Matt Adams is going to get a little more playing time, looks like, with St. Louis, because with Holiday out, while he's out with that hamstring injury, Alan Craig moves around, and that brings Adams over to first base. Crackstaff forever coming up with great notes. John Chimchuk coming up with a note that in the 2 innings that Strasburg pitched, he threw 66 pitches. In the 4 innings that Ross Ohlendorf pitched, he threw 66 pitches. Mike Dunn getting ready.
Good breaking ball. And Ryan Webb comes out and gets the first 2 outs of the 7th inning.
They have squeezed with him lately.
Breaking ball, strike 1.
I don't think they would do that here. It's the 6th inning. If it were the 7th or 8th, you might expect it. But with only 1 out, still a chance to have a big inning. Base hit, Mike plate 2. I'd be surprised if they did squeeze here.
Inside corner.
Threw it right at him, made him flinch. And a front door slider that caught the inside corner, as you saw.
No balls, 2 strikes. And Johnson didn't get the fastball down and in. So how about the job Ryan Webb has done so far? He struck out Ugla. He just struck out Reed Johnson. And now the fate of the inning rests with the at-bat of Chris Johnson.
Well, he's trying to work a miracle here. Bases loaded, nobody out. He got 2 huge strikeouts.
For the infield to come in. Detweiler has a chance to add to the lead. He fouls it back. Here's the shot of Juan Pierre. Now he got it clean.
Picked it right up.
Webb gets a strike. 0-2. Yankees have come back to tie the Diamondbacks 3-3.
So the Nationals head up to New York, but they have tomorrow off while the Mets are freezing in Denver. So the Nats will have a nice day off in the city.
Everyone's hoping for the Matt Harvey-Steven Strasburg matchup. Depending on how things go with the Mets tomorrow, if they stay on rotation, that would open that series on a Friday night in New York.
Those off days and the double headers kind of mess with that rotation.
Detweiler strikes out. Worth comes up. Zimmerman tonight has lined out, struck out, and bounced out. Marlins a win last night, but just a run tonight, and it's kind of back to where they've been for most of the year. Fish come in at 3-11.
Tell you what, it's not an easy task in Cincinnati. We talked about the young lefty tomorrow night. Then it's Matt Latos, Bronson Arroyo, and Homer Bailey
coming off a terrific start. Little dribbler up the line, and it's a foul ball. The Reds tonight have home runs from Todd Frazier and Zach Cozart. And Cincinnati has now hit 18 home runs on the season. Only the Braves, the Rockies, and these Washington Nationals have hit more.
So 18 home runs for the Reds to 3 for the Marlins.
And the next lowest total in the National League to the Marlins, Padres and Pirates with 7 apiece. Zimmerman takes down low. The White Sox are pounding the Blue Jays 7-0. And that is bottom of the 8th inning. That was a Jay Happ start for Toronto. 5 2/3, 5 runs on 6 hits. Marlins have gone into their 4 corners offense right now. This inning is slowed down so much.
This offense shouldn't go into effect when it's getaway night. You should save this.
No. And as Dean Smith clearly stated, you're supposed to have the lead when Phil Ford starts dribbling it out. Swing and a miss. Zimmerman goes down. Webb gets the strikeout. The Nationals add another and lead it 5-1.
So Tom Kohler went 5 innings and allowed 2 runs. And Ryan Webb, whom we saw briefly last night, he pitched the 8th inning. He comes back in. Ryan's from Clearwater and Palm Harbor. Went to Clearwater Central Catholic High School. Drafted by the Oakland A's back in 2004. He's a chip off the old block. His dad pitched in the majors for the Mets and the Dodgers. So Ryan going to work. He is 6'6", 230 pounds. Basically a sinking fastball, curve, cutter, and change. Van Slyke trying to hold up. That'll be a strike. 0-1 the count. Van Slyke, Schumacher, and Fedorovich. Kohler, in his 5 innings, did well, made only 78 pitches. Capuano, in his 6 innings, has made only 70. That's a strike. Oh, and 2 the count. That's missed, but it's also missed by Olivo, who has to get it down to first, and does. So Van Slyke strikes out, 1 away, and Schumacher coming up.
Opportunity back in the 8th. Chu had a base hit with 1 out. He was stranded as Cozart struck out. Votto grounded out. He's been on all 5 times in this game. 2 hits, 3 walks.
Yeah, the Marlins are playing that double prevent defense. They've got their outfielders pushed way against the warning track, trying to take away the third base line, although Chu doesn't hit him down here very often. But you see how deep these guys are way out there in the outfield.
No balls, 2 strikes to the Red center fielder. One out walk to Mesoraco. He leads away at first. He represents the winning run in this 2-2 game, bottom of the 10th. Pitching wise, the Reds certainly in better shape in this game due to the fact that Arroyo went 8. Marlins have but 2 pitchers remaining. Their closer Cishek and John Roush. Strike 3 call. Chu thought it may have been a little in on him. He is retired for the first time this afternoon, sending this game into the 11th, even at 2.
Or pink.
Pink would have been a nice choice.
That's not 80s though. Go-Go's big fan, by the way.
Hate to think you wouldn't have been. Here's Ryan Webb on the mound for the Marlins, picking up for Alex Sanabia, facing Will Venable. He's got a homer and a single. His home run in the second mystified the entire stadium, including Marlins right fielder Marcell Ozuna.
Everybody in baseball is going to be talking about that one. Showing that one, right?
Looking for it. Venable hits this one pretty nicely down the left field corner, but hooking foul, and it's a long strike. Take another look at that home run, Mark.
Well, off the bat, you know, Will Venable, he eyes it, then he puts his head down. Now Ozuna's like, hey, little help here, please. He has no idea. And then you can see up around that right-hand corner that the fans are going for the baseball. Will finally realizes it. Hey, he's still wondering.
Greg Dobbs, the first baseman, reacting, just kind of throwing his hands up. I don't see it. So 4-1 is where we stand here.
A good slider from Ryan Webb. Heavy sinker, power sinker, and that slider down into the lefties. The Padres need to add on here.
Webb, 27 years old, as Mark mentioned, a couple of seasons with San Diego. A 1-2 to Venable. Above the shoe tops. Will comes into the game hitting .216, Mark. 3 homers. He's making a few adjustments, as all the good ones will.
Well, we just saw an adjustment. He swung over that one slider down in, then he laid off the next one. Remember earlier in Will's career, he was very susceptible to swinging over that slider down and in.
He can do so many things well when he hits his streak. Runs so well, throws. Hit for power, as you see. It's a matter of consistency. Says Bud Black. Play all across the outfield for you. Give you a bat from the left side. Tied up with this one. The off-speed pitch gets Will. It'll be the first out of the inning, and Webb has faced 2. Struck them both out.
Hey, when you're carving both sides of the plate like Ryan Webb, you've got that power sinker down and away, and then that slider down and in. It's tough to recognize, if you can't pick up that rotation, which pitch you are going to get. That was a nice pitch by Webb.
Fouled at the plate. If you're following college baseball, the Marlins first pick, the 6th overall pick, Colin Moran in North Carolina. They won the first game of their Super Regional. South Carolina came back and won the second. And tonight's game 3, the decider, has been pushed to tomorrow because of inclement weather. Noon tomorrow. It'll be on somewhere.
How about the voice from Indiana upsetting Florida State?
Yeah, that's a school that you don't associate with the College World Series or Omaha.
Hey, thinking basketball.
Swing and a miss. And Webb strikes out Gallardo. Another big inning, and the Brewers a 6-0 lead.